Okay, so we're continuing to work on simulated orders, and now we have all the items set up and we're ready to actually create some orders. So to do that, we're going to go back into the simulation part of the menu, go under Amazon, uh, click orders, and then we're going to click to create a new order. You're going to pick what channel it is. In this case, we're only doing merchant fulfilled in this setup. So if you put notes in, those end up in the delivery instructions. So we'll just put note there. You don't have to put anything, it's optional. Pick a shipping address. And this is any town, and country can be US. And then we're going to go over here to line items. And then you just pick from your list of items that you sell on the FBM channel. And we'll put in an order for, I don't know, 5 of these at $5 a piece. Create the order. Okay, it shows created, so we can close out of this. And now we have our sim order ready to go. So if you already have your order import task turned on, it'll just pick it up within the next 5 minutes. If you don't have it turned on, what we're going to want to do is go over here to tasks, and we can either enable it or we can just kick it off. Now I have this set up for debug mode because I want to show you how you can log payloads with PII redacted and all of that. But what I'm going to do is I've got another window open here for the console so that you can see in real time what's going on with the order. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and manually kick off the order import. And now you can see what's already happening. We're picking up the order. It already knows that we imported this other one. It's looking at all of those orders because we're also determining if everything went through successfully. So for sim order number 2, it's been picked up. It's going out. Now in debug mode, we actually show what the payload is. So if you want to check the mappings, you can. If not, you can just take it out of debug and set the log level to like information or whatever you want it to be. But again, you can see any PII is redacted so that we're staying compliant with the data protection policies. And so we got the mapping done, and we got the remittance is also enabled on this config. So it's going to go through. And you can see here we created order number 1002906, and then we applied a $25 payment to it as well. And that order is complete and the cycle is done. And so we can go look at that over in P21 so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so we're over here in P21 and we're going to bring up our test order. And you can see it is for our Amazon FBM customer. And there's our FBM prefix right there for the order. And everything is over here with the quantity ordered and allocated and the whole 9 yards. We also have our remittances, and it's just showing as an Amazon payment. I used payment type cash. I would recommend you set up a payment type just for Amazon if you're going to do it this way. But the remittance has been fully applied to the order, so all of that's good. And we can look over here and see that the balance due is 0. Taking a look at the Ship-Tos, so you can see we're reusing the same Ship-To ID over and over again, but just changing the destination on the order so that you know where to send it. And that is about all there is to it for doing test orders. So you could do as many of these as you want in sim mode. It's not a problem at all. That's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, at this point, your pick ticket scan, or you can forcibly create the pick ticket, get it out to the warehouse, get the goods shipped and sent off to the customer. And from there, once that happens, the shipping sync will take over. And we can come back over here and see in our order history here in this panel that the order did make it to P21 successfully, and you can see what its order number was, and we're awaiting a status update for shipping. If you want to go ahead and test out the full flow for shipping, we can absolutely do that. So then the next step would be to test out the shipping workflow and make sure that the orders are going to sync back. So what we'll do is pick one of our test orders here, and we'll go over to P21 into the shipping window and get that pulled up. All right, we're in the shipping window of P21, and we're going to go ahead and get our pick ticket number in there. Looks like I grabbed a little too much of a copy, so I'm going to do that. And once we have our pick ticket up, we just want to go ahead and set who the carrier was. So maybe this is UPS, and we can put a tracking number in there, just something kind of random for testing. And at this point, you ship it like you ship any other pick ticket, just confirm shipment and save, and it's going to go through and do the invoicing process like P21 normally does. Again, everything on the marketplace connector side is all based on background tasks, and they can run on whatever schedule you want them to run on. So in this case, we want to do the shipment tracking, which normally runs about every 15 minutes, but we can go ahead and press the play button down here and force it to run, even if it's not active. So we're going to do that, and we come over here and look at the console. What we see is, hey, we found two orders. Our sim order 1 and 2 are awaiting shipment. It's found that one of them has shipped. So it's going to go ahead and take care of that, updating that and sending that feed up to Amazon. In simulation mode, the way that you would see that, or in any mode, really, the way that you would see it is you go to your order history and you can see, yes, we found that this was UPS. We picked up that shipment. Here was the tracking number and it's successful. So this order is closed out. Each time the shipping task runs, it's going to be looking at all these open orders to see if it can find the shipment for one of these orders.